Greeted tings is the Chappers. This is a lesson about composition in metal, basic, simplistic composition in metal. For all the guys that email me saying, Chappers, I don't know how to make up metal riffs, metal songs, metal chord progressions. How do you know what you're doing when you're playing random tunes? And so I'm going to give you a very simple rule of thumb way of just writing very basic metal. And this is, you pick a scale. Now I'm imagining that the majority of you will know a major scale. So I'm going to say that the shape we're going to use for this is this. So a major scale shape, 3-note per string. Sorry, I did that slowly for you just in case you missed it, so I'm doing it here. From now on, stop calling it the major scale, start calling it the diatonic scale, and enjoy the knowledge that the 6th step of your diatonic major scale is the root of evil, or the minor scale for you guys. And so you can play a minor sounding mode using this major scale. So for example, if I wanted to play E minor, here's an E. So I'm telling myself that's the 6th step of my major scale. So really simply, this is the 6th note of a major scale. So I've chosen the key of E. So that's 6, then there's my 7, and then here's my 8. Yeah? So in other words, G major, the 6th step of G major should be E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is, because I know my shit. So G major scale will yield, or is the same as, or contains the same notes as, E minor. So if you know your G major scale, follow along with me on a metal adventure. What the fuck? So we've got the notes. And any of these notes will combine into chords. You can just make them up. They'll all work. Some of them will sound better than others, but for the most part, they'll always work. So for example, a really basic one, since you've got, is a power chord right here, using the root of our scale, which is the 3rd note of our minor scale, or this, and this 5th. Now metal guys tend to chug on the root. So here's the root. And there's our first chord, just containing 2 notes from the scale. Now, if you look at the scale, I can take this along. I've got the same shape, the same notes available to me here. So it's going to work. The notes are in the scale, it's all contained there, it's safe to go there. But rather than just using this regular 5th shape, let's do something different. Let's invert them. Let's literally go 1st finger down, 3rd finger up. So you get... You get that kind of minor 3rd sound, because it's a minor 3rd. Sounds nice if you resolve it going to a major 3rd or a 5th. Now here, that sounds quite nice, doesn't it? Because there's a sense of it being resolved. And these are all just notes in this scale that we can use and put together to create whatever we want to create. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? Let's look at some more. So you got, well, you could stretch it and you could go. What you got there is 2 notes, a semitone apart, colliding in the air, causing dissonance, not applause, and it sounds. Sounds really great for metal because it's so nasty. Hear that? If I reverse it, so I go root to the 6th note, you get more of a purr. bit easier on the ear. And what about if you just change that? And of course, you don't have to play chords. You can play individual notes. With metal, that sounds really powerful, especially if you've got an octave effect or a full band behind you. Any of these notes will work together, and you can create riffs with them, and you can do all sorts of things. And in fact, something you can do that's really powerful is you can change your root notes. So say we're just going really simply like that. A classic metal thing to do is then to pick a different root within the scale. So if I'm going E, then maybe I'll go for this G note. And actually G's a bit gay. Let's go for the A note. So I just changed the root note. You can pick any root note, it doesn't make a difference really. Here's a really simple one for you. So I'm just using a finger to play the A string instead of the E string, changing the root note within the scale. It all marries, it all sounds great, it's a win. If you want to make a solo, use the same scale, make it really simple for you, just use that scale. As long as you're using the same notes, it's all going to work. So, basic rule of thumb, pick a scale. If you know the major scale, that'll do. The 6th note is your root note for the minor scale. So say, just real quick, if you wanted to play, for example, A minor, so we're going to say A minor, this is the minor scale root. We're going to find where our major scale is to use that, because we know our major scale, for example. This is the 6th note of a major scale. This is the 7th note. Therefore, C major is the root of the relative major, giving you the minor scale, because my camera just ran out of batteries mid-sentence. Anyway, hope you liked those rather rushed, informal, non-edited lessons on metal. If you like metal, I like you. Subscribe to my channel because it's good fun to do so. I'll be at the NAMM show in America for a whole week, doing all sorts of blogging and reporting and having a lot of fun. If there's anything specific you'd like to see, whack it in the comment section below. You guys take it easy. Chappers out.